Hey, Sean Sansom back with another episode of Gym Life. Today we are going to do chest and a elliptical demonstration. 3 lifts for chest, just basic dumbbell exercises for you to get started. We are doing more of a beginner's program right now, and as soon as I go get the weights, we will get started. All right, now for all these exercises, you want to, it depends on how your goal is. If you want to like build power, 3 sets of like 6 to 8, and then like you can go higher reps and go down like 5, 4, 3. If you're doing like endurance, you want 3 to 4 sets of like 12 to 15 reps. And hypertrophy, 3 to 4 sets around like between 12 and 15 is like the sweet spot. And between sets, you want like half a minute to a minute. Everything is go at your own pace, so what you feel comfortable with. If you can only do like 10 to 12 reps, do 10 to 12. Like, it all depends on what you want to do and what your goals are. Right, so I'm going to be doing a cable fly. This is from the top down. This works more of your upper pec. When you do the motion, you want to think of it, it's going to stretch here the biggest, and your pec connects from here to up here. So the reason I say it's going to work your upper pec is because when you come up, it stretches this first, so this squeezes first. And what you want to do is when you come down, you want to keep your arms out, kind of like you're hugging a tree. Get a good flat back, good base, and just come straight down and squeeze. And that'll be, I would guess you could call that like a decline chest fly. And then we're going to go to a middle, medium, like just a normal kind of cable fly. So this one is the same way. You want to kind of keep your arms around it when you come out. You just really squeeze. You can look down, concentrate on the middle where you're going to squeeze. With those, I always set it about 1 notch higher than what it would be shoulder width, so that way it's just a little bit better. When I have it lower or like exact, I come down a little bit instead of actually squeezing flat. So I set it 1 higher, that way I concentrate on actually being where I need to be level-wise with my arms. And like I said, you want to really feel it here, and the other one, you're going to feel it more up here. Either way though, if you look down, you can see the squeeze, you can make sure your muscles are working. And those are 2 variations of cable fly that you can do for beginners. You don't have to do a lot of weight, it's more of kind of like contractions and making sure your muscles working. And then the last exercise we're going to cover is we're just going to do a flat dumbbell chest press, and you can get any random bench you want on this. Just get a good, you don't have to have like a super heavy weight unless that's your goal. You can get moderate weight, lightweight, whatever you want to do. I suggest light weights first with like 15, 20 reps for a couple sets so you can get the muscle like warmed up. So you want to be even, you want to be kind of parallel with the middle of your chest. Press your shoulders with that, come up. So when you do that, you want to make sure you're squeezing in the middle. You want to have it about where you're, I would say the middle of your chest, kind of like right under it where your like xiphoid would be. And you want to keep your elbows not super wide. You want to have them at about a 45-degree angle when you push up. Your triceps will help. And you want to press your shoulder blades back into the bench. And you want to keep your feet planted and drive off your heels. A lot of people, they will pull their feet up, they will move their feet, they don't drive off their heels. keeping your heels in contact with the ground and driving through them will create more power for you. You'll be able to lift more weight. You'll be able to do the reps better as far as form and function. And it's all about having your body spring-loaded. With each power movement, like bench, squat, you gotta think of your body like a spring. You wanna coil it up as much as possible so when you do the actual movement, you're exploding with as much force as you can to get the better reps, to get the better movement. And those are the 3 chest exercises. We will be going to the elliptical next and show you how to function with front and reverse, because reverse works your hamstrings more. So we are on our elliptical. Your primary function, you want to move forward. These are designed to put less strain on the joints. They're very good for people with joint issues or any kind of injuries, like a knee injury or a hip injury. You have all kinds of different programs on here. You can go for like interval training, fat burn, heart rate, fitness tests, manual. I usually do manual because I do intervals, but I do them at my own like paces. Whenever you're doing this, go at your own pace. You want to be where. So what I was always taught in school is if you are like, say you're doing it next to somebody, if you can have a full conversation with them, you are not working hard enough. It is called like talk test. If you are able to have full conversations and keep your breath and do cardio, you are not doing it enough to get fitness. You are burning calories, but you're not working it hard enough to actually tax your body to like do more than what it needs to be doing. Depending on your goal, you can select a program, you can do it. If you have a program already, you can pick manual and do your own program. The forward motion, you're gonna have your basic cardio, like your basic functions. You can also go in reverse on these, which when you do it in reverse, you are going to utilize your hamstrings more and your glutes. And it is different for people. It probably will be a little awkward if you try it, but it will be something you can do for like X amount of minutes just to have something different. And the handles have levels on them. You can switch your levels. You can also put your arms on here, which will help you burn more calories because your arms and your arm muscles will be working with you while you're doing it. And they are a great way to get in your cardio and avoid like pressure on your joints. Some people can't do it outside because they have joint issues. These were developed for that specific reason. They also help you burn a little bit more calories than a regular treadmill or anything else because of how they were designed. Some people I know though have ankle issues. They cannot do it because of like the flat, the pedals, how they're flat. They can't necessarily do it for a long time because it starts to bother their ankles. If you do it at your own pace. Make sure you're doing it safe, and always read your machine, your times. If you really want to like change it up, if you can't do the same thing consistently for a long time, you can just do like 10 or 15 minutes per machine and just get off and like try a different machine and just do intervals of 10. And that is our cardio piece of equipment for the day. Hope you enjoyed this. It's an episode of Gym Life. I am Sean, and I will see you on the next episode.